Hey all, okay, we're at Michigan in the ARCA series for Xfinity on Heat 4. I looked. Um, we ran this race in Cup, I think in Heat 5 a while back. And I have taken that setup and I have put it in this thing and just adjusted a little bit. Because it's Michigan, I'm using the same gearing. Typically, I would back the rear end gear down one click. I'm running a 291 gear here, which is the same gear that I run at Daytona and Talladega. Different third gear though. But the same is in the Cup car. So, third gear, my high gear is the same, and I think we're faster. Now, speed-wise, I only qualified 7th because the qualifying time was a 38.2. My fastest is a 38.4, and that's in a race, in a draft race, in line. So I have some work on the qualifying, but as far as the race setup goes, I think we'll be okay. I mean, look at that. I'm 179, 180 in an Xfinity car, 183 off. That's kind of what I was running in the Cup car. And, the Cup car has about 100 more horsepower. Though the Xfinity cars have a more aerodynamic shape, less downforce, which means less drag. And I did up the right. I did a couple things. I lowered the tape one click because these engines only go to 8750 and they run a little hotter with the same gearing. And 38.8 is fast. And I'm leading. I'm not following, I'm not drafting anybody. Yeah. And I put a half pound on the right rear because it was feeling a little tight, but that was probably a mistake. But I need to run this race to figure out, what adjustments. See, I'm still running a little bit tight, which is actually a good thing. So I'll continue putting some weight, some tire pressure in the right rear, because you also notice the left front has a lot of camber in it, and it's handling great, but as you see, it's wearing just a little bit more than I want it to. So if I can switch that left front to the right rear more, that would probably be a great thing. Look at the speed, man. .39 flat, 6 laps on. So it's a 62 lap race. And what was it? I have 34 laps, so we're definitely gonna have one pit stop. My goal at 62 laps, 40 laps again. So I want to pit where I can make it. And if I could pit where I can make it and take like a quarter can less than everybody else, that's called hedging your bet. Wow, this thing, I can run this thing anywhere. No, it's still too tight. Look at that. 3% tight. Yeah, we got a lot of camber in the right front, but that actually is working for us. As you can see, it's still very hot in the middle. Let's see if we start losing. One of the differences between a typical Xfinity setup and a Cup setup is, from my point of view, the Xfinity cars like a lot less front weight, whereas the Cups and the trucks seem to handle better with more front weight. as a general rule, depending on the track, of course. But here at Michigan, I noticed that if you load up the front of a truck, it just turns so much easier. And typically, in general car setup, you know, you put weight on the rear of a car, it loosens it up. But the truck doesn't work that way, and I venture to guess it's because it has no arrow, or the arrow is so just opposite that it, at high-speed track, just totally works against it. And the Cup car has a lot of downforce and drag. The truck doesn't have a tremendous amount of downforce because it's slower, but because it's slower, it has a tremendous amount. It also has a tremendous amount of drag. So I'm wondering if, like, the more drag, or the more weight the car is like up front. And I wonder if that's what's going on with the Xfinity car. Even though it's fast, as you can see, I'm 2% tight, which isn't a tragedy. I can adjust that out. But I'll tell you where I am tight is off. So, you know, some people say, oh, just take some wedge out of it. Yeah, but it handles great here. Here is where it gets tight. See, right there. That's off. So that's basically says work on the right rear. So I'm looking to see how tight I get, and then we divide by 2, and we put that much air into it, the right rear. The main reason is the wedge works best for middle of the turn. So if you enter the turn and you're too tight, that's a different adjustment. If you get in the middle of the turn, see here it's perfect, and then we get past the apex and that's off. And see, it just wants to slide up by itself. Now that's the preferred line for speed at Michigan, but at the same time, if I need to go under somebody, I can't, because the car the nose will just keep tracking up towards the wall. So that can hurt me if I'm in traffic, and hurt me if I'm, you know, trying to make a pass for the lead. Okay, see, I'm slowing down a little bit now. But it is me by myself versus the whole field who's drafting too. So there are reasons. But we definitely need to still fast though. We got 180 off. And we need to adjust it. And if you notice, the left rear could use some help too, because the left rear is not engaged as much as it should. That would take some pressure off the right front. Unfortunately, you know, the game limits your rear springs to 600, so. I still haven't got confirmation that that is actually the rule in NASCAR, because I know that they limited the rear springs at Daytona and Talladega only a long time ago, back in the 90s, because they didn't want people doing really weird spring setups. In fact, at one point, NASCAR mandated what springs every team must run on the rear in the at Daytona and Talladega, and everybody hated that. It slowed the cars down. It also made them very hard to handle. If your car liked it, great. If your car didn't like it, then you were just like, you know, out to lunch handling wise, which is a bad thing to be in speedway racing. And eventually they took that rule away. But I think they still have the spring rule. I just don't know. Not that you have to run their springs, but limiting it to 600 pounds on the rear, because that to me is yeah, I like a heavier spring. A lot of my best setups in the older games, you know, I'd run a 700 or 800 rear spring, or springs. Usually there was a split for a stagger. Yep, we did slow down. Almost a whole second now. And we're 15 laps in, so we have about a 10 lap setup with great speed. Because I've never been able to just run and get a lead here. So we definitely went forward, but as you can see, front end is good. We need more rear end. So, you know, probably track bar, but we can't do that during the race because it's even, you notice, 66 and 65, 66, whatever. Yeah, that's probably what it needs overall, but in the race here we can't adjust that, so we're going to go more right rear. So we're 5%, so right there I would do it 3 clicks, because I'd rather be 1% loose than 1% tight. And we get an early caution with 47 laps to go. We got 40 laps in the tank. So what are we doing here? We're doing this. What did I just say? It's 5, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do that and just wing it. Because I think it would have gotten tighter. Okay, so nobody pitted because it's too early. We could probably make it to the end. I know we can make it to the end for here, but I'd rather race it. Let's see what the laps are. We have 40 laps in the tank. $43 laps to go. Yeah, we can definitely make it if we wanted to, but we want to race it out. Careful there. It's going to be loose for a few laps because the tire pressures are coming up, which is actually helping us make these moves. It feels a little too loose, but if it's going to build tight, then it'll match up. Let's see how many laps. Feeling too loose, so we're off a little early here. We're up to full speed. And we just turn it left. Keep the 3rd lane. And 1% loose. So that's good if it stays 1%. Tap my brake. The hole. I touched the right rear corner if it was on the outside of me there. That slowed me down. Well, that's going to bring the pressure up on the right front. Balance, which suggests we probably could have went a little bit more air pressure, which we'll worry about if we pit again. A lot of speed we couldn't use. But I don't remember ever getting on the chip in Xfinity, Michigan. So that was faster. Stay off the grass. Come up middle. Oop. Yeah, they turned really early. I like a wider turn. That really messed me up here. Stay low. Carb. Yeah, that was annoying. Drag racing. 252 to 68. 1%. See, left rear needs to get up over 200. No. Need to hit Earnhardt. I was looking at something else. I thought I was far enough over to the right, but I wasn't. The outside gets boost. See, we're 2%, so maybe we went a little too far. But I might make another adjustment. Totally messed up our off, so we need to draft. .205. Gonna be another drag race. I got no one behind me. He doesn't really have anybody behind him, but we're just a little bit faster. So what happens at a track like this is you get a little too loose, and then you think you're tight because you slide up off the turns, but it's because you have too little grip on the right rear. And that's what I've created here. We're also going to work on that left front. That left front is okay, but I know later on it might cause issues in handling that I'd rather not have. So, but we made a great step forward, and if we could just take pressure off the left front and put it on the left rear, that would be awesome. .198. This thing is fast. Yeah, not as tight. .200. Wow. I'm always hitting 199 and like, damn, I wish I could get that extra mile an hour or whatever, and I'm usually 175 through the middle and under 180 off, so this is the definite improvement. We just gotta fine tune it. It's a little tight in the middle. After a few laps. See, we were this fast before, but when we slowed down to 39.3, that's when they started catching us. A couple things, they were all together, and now they're spread out more. Okay, and we equalized at 79 now. Maybe it's still building tight, and maybe that's what we got to balance, being looser at the beginning of a run so that we're not too tight at the end of a run. Maintain the speed. We're gonna fall off anyway. That's because I hit the wall. We're gonna fall off anyway, but we want to fall off less than everybody else. Who is that? This guy. So when I get start getting a lot of resistance to turn in, that's when I blip the gas. And it slows it down just enough that I can get on the gas and make through the turn. Okay, 76, 77. So we're going to slow down again. Yep, that was a bad decision there. We went too shallow in, which might be what the AI is doing. But that's not good for our car. Oh, we might have gotten a break. Oh, remember, they didn't pit. Right? So, did they? I don't know. See, he's drafting off me, but he's not going through the turns very well. That high line gives you a boost off, but it's slow. So he's basically using the high line off, but you don't have to run up there, because a lot of guys pass you, to try and get a run. I didn't give him my ass to draft off of. He was a little further back. Yeah, still tight. Whoa, I knew that was going to happen. You can feel it. Yep, 2%. Wow. Okay. Laps. Oh, we only got 24. How did that happen? Oh, because we're going faster. Yeah, the faster you go, the less gas mileage you get in the same year. And we're a little tight, so I'm probably pushing it more. Also working with him. Either way, I don't know if we'll be okay, but I could throw it in fourth and be very boring, but I'm not going to do that. Wow. 23. 27. Did we not take enough gas? Wow. See, these are the issues I deal with what I'm going through. So you get brain fog. I already ran one race tonight, and I'm trying to get used to running more laps. I did a 67 lap race, and now this is 62 laps, which should be like nothing to me. Used to doing, you know, 2, 3, 4, 500 lap races, and just trying to work back up there. I changed stuff around. I'm doing better, but I'm still not where I was, you know, 3 years ago. Not where I was 2 years ago. So, but we're made some changes, and we're getting better. At least we're feeling a bit better. 2%. So you enter mid, and because we're a little tight, it just will not turn in, and you lose a lot of time there. Now the tight, and it probably has as much to do with the left front as the right front right now. The tight is hurting our turn-in. So basically we were great on the first part of the turns, and just struggling a little bit at the second part, the off. Now we're struggling all the way around, which is another clue of what to change. The wedge might not be out of the question now. But we're still wearing the right rear, and I see the tire temp there. See, that bothers me. That tells me at some point we're gonna be too loose still. So I might have to rework this setup completely. But I like the speed. I mean, it is slower than I want to be, but it's faster than I think I've ever been here. And this whole setup started with the truck setup. I was able to make a truck setup that I was able to get out front, stay out front. Oh, they're all fitting now. Get out front, stay out front. 4 laps. I could save 4 laps. But I'm the leader. And because Michigan is one of those tracks where they actually run faster than, you know, at the highest setting can run faster than you. There's a few tracks. Michigan is one of them. And like I said, I have really increased the speed instead of, you know, running 10th. I'm fighting for the lead or running in the top 3. Even if I don't have the fastest car on the track. I probably did do the fastest lap though. We'll find out later. But that doesn't mean you're the fastest car on the track. That lap you might have been. But the fastest car on the track is the car that, you know, can basically dominate the race. Now, why am I staying out and I'm not pitting? Because I know for 15 laps I have the fastest car, but after 15 laps I start slowing down and they catch me. That's the third place car that I'm lapping. I don't know if he pitted or not. I believe he pitted. Okay, so... And if you notice the... they don't stay on the apron if there's no one there. If you notice, the tightness has reduced a little bit. I'm starting to think it might just be a setting issue. So why the right front is wearing, like, you know, it's probably the camera on the left front. It definitely makes it help turn better. And we are fast for Xfinity here. See, if I took on the right amount of gas, I could just stay out and win the race. But Austin Cindric is only 20 seconds behind me. I don't think he pitted. Because he's going to pass me if I pit. Laps to go. 13 laps. I could save 4 laps. I have to go really slow and use up like that whole 20-second gap. I have really worn tires. He probably has to pit, man. I don't know. I don't know if he's pit or not. I wasn't paying attention. I am faster than him though, but I'm not that fast. I will be faster on fresh tires. Few tenths a lap. So I'm debating whether to pit or to throw it in fourth gear. It's kind of too late to throw it in fourth gear anyway, because typically you need about 16 laps to save 4 laps. I have 16, but I don't trust that I'll make it, and I'll be a sitting duck. Second a lap faster, we're going to lose about 20 seconds. I don't know. If we don't pit, we're screwed. So we're going to pit here. Close to 55 as we can. 16 laps to go. 21 laps. 49, 49. I'd like to do both, but we'll just do another over there. Okay, if we come out in second, that will be awesome. If we don't, then we threw the race away anyway, and should have saved, but I don't like saving. Now we're second, and where's everybody else? Right there. Come off right in front of these guys. Yep. Hello, remember me? Okay. Well, they're on old tires, so that's probably not going to be much help. When Cindric pits, we win. If Cindric stays out and there's no caution, we lose. But second is better than worse. Yeah, pitting takes about 40 seconds, 45 seconds, say, on average, at a big track like this. So, he was 20 seconds behind us, now he's 20 seconds ahead of us. And that's just, you know, time off the track and time getting back on the track. So we were faster than him. Let's see how much. 19.9. 19.9. Okay. 38 sixes. Which is faster. That was our fastest lap. So we are faster. We have less than half the fuel load, I think. Well, $19.9. Oh, we're second faster. More than a second. We might catch him. We have a chance to catch him if we can maintain the speed and get through traffic. That's 19.9 to 18.2. That's 1.7 seconds. Come on, let's go. Fuck. See, these laps are critical because I'm the fastest I'm going to be and slowing down every lap. He's slowing down, but I'm going to start slowing down too much, and I'm only have 11 laps to go. So I have to gain as much ground on him as possible to have a chance of catching him and passing him before the end of the race. I could do the math probably. Okay, a second and a half at 11 laps. That's like, literally, it's like 16 laps. And we're 15 and a half seconds behind him. More than likely, we'll get to his bumper and follow him across the line. Unless he pits. Still pit. So if we get to 10 seconds by, if we get to, I don't know. We just gotta go. So we're a third of a lap back from him. I think he was just caught in traffic though. I don't think he, yeah. We are flying. It's gonna be a bad turn and we'll be in the way. so bad, but a little bit. Where does this go? Oh, it's still tight. Wow, we could have loosened it up. Yeah, bad entry, but I was pushing it. It's not about being pretty, it's about speed. Coming to 8, I think we have to be 1.3 seconds faster than each lap on average. Let's do the leading at the line here. Some draft help, it'll probably block us, man. It took 7 laps. That was, I couldn't even see shit. It was 8.7. He's in traffic too. I'm gonna have to go through that traffic probably to get to him. Yeah, we're slowing down now. Oh yes, he pitted! Yes! There we go. And we have a 4.3 second lead on second place. We're gonna win this race, unless we wreck. Still tight. So the thing is that right rear runs real hot. That's kind of what bothers me. Well, one of the things. And we're faster than Jeffrey when we can run our line. So we gained a 10th on him. And they pitted after me, so they have fresher tires, so overall, we got a really good setup now. I mean, really good. But we need to fine-tune it still, just like the Cup setup. Well, that's okay. That's what these races are for. We maintain, see if we gain a 10th on them. Oop, hitting the wall won't do that. We did gain a 10th though. 2 tenths. So we are the fastest car on the track right now. We gave the 10th back. 39.1. Excellent. Yeah, we're 2% tight. And see, we're across the board. So, like, if I put the tire pressure back, I think it was 56.0. If I put the tire pressure back and I up the track bars instead and work on that, that'll probably help me be better handling. Maybe gain some more speed out of it. 3 laps to go. 8 laps to the top. See, Cindric pitted when I think when I would have had to pit, being short on gas. So he probably pitted with me. He was probably in the caution, and that's why he pitted. So the same lap, but I was able to So in retrospect, if I pitted earlier when everybody else was pitting, I wouldn't have had all that drama. But I would have been with the other pack, because as it was, no, they pitted before me, I waited, so I have fresher tires than them. That's what allowed me to pull away from them and why I have this 4.8 second gap. So no, this is the right thing to do. White flag. Ought to drive it a little. Still need some tuning on it, but we're good. I'll load the 180 off the turns here. That's what you need. You know, rocket down the straightaways. Only 104? You bastards. So, to recap, we started 7th. Also, when you win a race, because what position you finish in affects your speed rating also. When you win a race, you lead a lot of it, and you get, you know, like here we got 104 speed rating. What that's telling you is there's more speed in the setup. There's more speed in the car. So you're tuning on it. And I know what it is. We're too tight. The whole front end of the car is too tight. It probably would feel great to a lot of people. As I noticed, Bristol. Bristol is a track I was chasing people. I got their setups, buddies of mine, former pro leaguers or whatever. And I noticed something about the setups that were kind of similar. Is you're always burning the front two tires. You're wearing the front two tires more than you're wearing the back two tires. The temps were much higher. It was like all the weight was on the front end, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, if you're only using 2 tires for most of the work, you have 2 other tires that, if you can engage them, then they're going to do part of the work, and you probably be able to go faster. So I built this really good Bristol setup based on that, where it almost all 4 tires almost wear even. And it's really easy to drive and so on and so forth. The main issue with it is I need to make it faster. It's not slow, but Bristol is a crowded track, and I can go anywhere. But as the tires wear, it tends to become more like one groove, like a lot of cars are. And that, you know, when I'm faster than people, I want to be able to go anywhere. So I've been working on that, and had some success with it. But the bottom line is, what I'm saying is that it's too tight. You know, you're burning up the front tires to get ahead of the pack, and then you're just holding on for dear life, you know, to get to the pit stop on a full fuel run. And I'm like, I just don't subscribe to that. I'm like, we can make it handle good all the way down. I mean, if you watch. I just posted the short version of the last league win I had, which is the Truck Champ 4 race from November. And you know, everybody said, "Oh, you're saving, you're this, that." You watch it. I wasn't saving, but I subscribe to the philosophy is if you have 40 laps in the tank, then you need to be able to go 40 laps on the tires and the setup. How fast you can go is basically limited by the tires and your setup. So, you know, there's ways to get good tire wear, but most of them also slow you down. So getting a good compromise is tough, because I finished, I think, 10th in both of the first 2 stages, which were short runs, almost, you know, half runs, 30 laps. And then the last stage was 57 laps, green flag laps. And I'd gone 56 laps, but I also didn't want to just go slow, like, you know, I wanted to be as fast as possible and still make the distance on tires. And I made it with about 3% on the right rear. I made a little mistake when I was adjusting for the longer run, because you do adjust for the longer run. I didn't have it, you know, whatever, like that first 2 stages. I wanted to finish better than I did, but everybody had theirs set up with like qualifying runs, so they were a lot faster, like 0.2 a lap faster. But I'm like, that also buoyed me, it made me feel good, because I'm like, well, they ain't gonna make the distance. If they're that fast now, I don't think you can change the car enough to make 57 laps if you can barely make 30, 35 or whatever it was. So I'm like, okay, so we'll go forward. I made the changes, but I needed like a pound less in the right rear, and so I got a little loose at the end of the race. But I was, if you watch it, I'm racing full out, you know, those last 10 laps. So, and same thing at the beginning. I just put it in gear, put it in third, and I actually went to put it in fourth, but it wouldn't handle, because you know what gear you're in. The lower the gear, third, second, the better the car will rotate, will turn. Oh, another win. Still 27 points ahead. It's a healthy lead. Ah, we did not get the fastest lap. We were close. I think we had a 38.6. 38.5, so it's a little work there. Led the most laps. And we started 7th, so. Two successful runs tonight. One got us a win, one got us 18th, but we learned a lot in both. You usually learn more from losing than winning anyway. But learned stuff here. Took pictures, and we're gonna adjust. Iowa is next up in this series, and hope to see you, then. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions, anything. Thank you.